Good morning, fellow lions, fellow black sheep. How are you, my brothers and sisters? I hope all is well with you. This is Teacher Kaitesi. First of all, I would like to remind you that I really hope you're remembering to cleanse with your salt, or your salt and vinegar, or your salt and lemon. I really hope you're remembering to do this at the end of the day before you get into your bed. Okay? Please have your salt there in the bathroom. Just put it there next to your soap, so that way you do not forget. Cleanse yourself. It is important. Also, I hope you're remembering to ask the Most High to hide your spirit in the spiritual realm, that they do not see you, that they don't see you, that your enemies don't see you. That way they don't see your progress. They don't see how far your spirit is growing. That way you can grow in peace without being looked in on and checked in on. Okay? It is good for you to grow in spirit. We talked about this. So ask the Most High to hide you in the spiritual realm, that every time they ask to see you, they see Father instead. Third, I hope you're remembering in the morning before you leave your home to protect your energy from all energy vampires. Ask the Most High to give you a protective shield that keeps your energy to you. Your energy is yours. Okay? It is not for you to give out anymore, because it's time for us to start taking on our work, and so we need our energy to be preserved, to be used by us. We are not sharing it anymore, because even the time we shared it, it has been perceived that they stole. Okay? Now let's go on to the topic of the day. As I said in the title, the people that took your destiny, they think they were more brilliant than you. They also don't remember that you allowed. They don't remember the contracts, many of them. Many of them don't remember the contracts. The same way many of you don't remember making the contracts, allowing them to take from you. It's the same way many of them don't remember. Okay? So part of that arrogance which they have is because they don't remember how downtrodden they were. They don't remember how ailed they were. They don't remember how slow they were. Many of them would not still be alive. Many of them. For me, the ones I saw, the ones I gave, they wouldn't be here by now. They wouldn't have reached the time of having children and having families and what. So they don't remember. That's part of the arrogance that they have. It's because they have lost that memory as well. Same way many of us don't remember the contracts. Okay? Because I realize from the videos I've made that many of you don't remember. So the same way you don't remember is also how they don't remember. Now this is something what the Spirit told me. You see, when we agreed to give them, it's because we saw how badly they were doing. Okay? We saw them. They were downtrodden, they were ailed, they were sick, they were lame, they couldn't manage. So the reason why we gave them is because we knew that it was ascension time and they had no chance. They had no chance. So we gave them to help them to reach that capacity. Now, then we were made to forget. The same way even them, they were made to forget that we gave them. Because you see, it's a test on both sides. Us who have given, how we are going to behave to the people that we have given, and the people we have given, how they are going to behave towards us. Okay? These people, when they were born and they didn't have much, they were taken to wizards and witches and warlocks and so on, and voodoo people. So the voodoo person looks in the spirit and realizes that this person, there is someone at their home who can help them, energy can be swapped from there to this person. Okay? Yeah? So the spiritualist tells the parent that there is someone who can help amongst your children. And as they describe the character, because they can see you, then the parent realizes who it is. Okay? And the parents allow, because the witch doctor can see that this person will not be affected much, because you can reinvent yourself, because you have a direct connection to the Most High, so you can always tap in and get more energy. them they do not have. I told you these people in the last life, when we allowed to give them our energy, they were not our family. They were not. So we were born in these families after agreeing to that contract. Is when we were born in these families to do that contract. Okay? When they start taking and giving this child gets to a point where now they even start taking themselves to the different witch doctors, and they continue getting your energy, because it's like they get a high. They give them when they are young. The parents take the child to the witch doctor gets and gives you and gives them. Then they become high on your energy, that they start taking themselves to their own witch doctors. Every time you develop something new, they go to a different witch doctor and they say, I want this, and the witch doctor does it. So they perceive that they are the ones who are doing it, that it's their ability to do the rituals well, that it's their ability to follow instructions, that it's their ability to really intensely believe. They assume that it's all that is giving them, but it's really not. It's really not. It was already given. You understand? It was already given. Okay? Now, they are being tested to see how they treat the people they've taken from. Because you see, ideally, when you go to a witch doctor and you take from me, and then you come back and treat me badly, not only have you taken from me, but you come back and you keep calling me a liar. Yeah? And you keep talking ill about me. You're doing the wrong thing. You know very well you have stolen from me. You know very well the misfortunes I'm facing are because of what you have done. Imagine you go, you take someone's life, you take their work, you take their marriage, you take their home, you take their friends, you take their career. Then you replace it with misfortunes, ill diseases, addictions, lack, you replace it with all these things. And then you even continue to talk them down. You continue to say things about them, ill things about them. Do you understand? You see, part of this, we are also learning why they were aimed the way they were. When we saw them when we were children, when we were innocent, when we saw them when we were still with our father, we looked upon them and we felt mercy, because we didn't understand how they had got that way. We didn't understand how Father could say that they deserve to be how they are. We couldn't understand that, because we know our Father to be very kind and very understanding. So when he said that they deserve how they are, we didn't understand it as children, as his children. So we allowed so that we could understand. You see, they have taken from you. This is like someone comes, they steal from you, and then they start laughing at you that you don't have. Because they say, you know what, I'm more brilliant because I stole. I managed to take from them. You should be worried. You should be worried how much you have stolen from me, and I haven't yet died. Can you imagine? You steal from me, I reinvent myself. You steal from me, I reinvent myself. You steal from me, I get more. You're wondering even, where are they getting all this? How come they have so much? Now they are going through the process. They are going to have to be reminded. You see how us we are remembering, because right now we have brothers and sisters all over the internet. Like I told you personally, I realized, because for me when I broke and I realized that this was a contract and I had done all this, no one was talking about it. But then later when I started realizing on the internet or other people like me, I felt better. I was like, okay, I'm not crazy. Someone else has gone through this, someone else remembers it, someone else remembers this past life, giving all this away. So, now they are going to start being reminded by their kind. Their kind are going to start reminding them that these people gave us. Do you understand? These people gave us. This is when they're going to realize that all along they lived with God in their home. And what did they do? They took from God and then even insulted God. Because God lives in us, we're his children. So we are his temple. He lives in us. He's the one who strengthens us. He's the one who gives us the power to be able to lose consistently and yet not get lost. So they are going to realize that all this time they lived with God in their home. And they continued calling God the liar, and they continued insulting God, because it's not us that they were insulting, it's our Father they were insulting. And this is where at the end they say that everyone shall know that truly the Most High is really good, because they will know that this is why I was able to steal from this person, bring my friends to steal from this person, take this person's power and sell it, do all these things, and this person didn't die. Why? Because this person is inhabited by the Most High. We are the Most High's representative in the world. It is how the Most High moves through the crowd. It is how he moves through the people. So these people also have the same amnesia most of us do. They don't remember who they are. The same way most of you don't remember who you are. Okay? So now, these energies of this August, which we thought was, simply the Lions Gate portal being open, has brought in new energy where even them, they are going to start cracking. They are going to start having dreams where they remember the contracts being done. You understand? They are going to start realizing that it's true. Because all they have to do is snap out of it. If you went to the witch doctor 4, 5, 10 times, 15, 20 times to do witchcraft on me, and I'm still alive, and I'm still here, you understand? You're just simply trying to, confuse yourself, but literally you should have remembered by now that this person has a different energy from me. You go, you protect your energy so that no one takes. Even when someone tampers a little with you, you become so sick. These are people, when someone takes a little energy from them, one of their fellow other people, take a little energy from them, they lose so much, they become sick, and they go through operations and things like that. And yet they are taking from you all the time. And they just see you around every day. This is the part when they are going to awaken to the fact that they truly, we gave them, that truly the contracts were made, that we allowed, that the witch doctor didn't do anything amazing. He simply facilitated what was already in the process. And you see, these witch doctors managed to convince these people that they are the ones who are powerful. Yeah, they managed to convince these people that they are so powerful, that I'm going to give you, that I'm going to make you this, that I'm going to make you this. And then you pay your money, and then you come back, and then you think the witch doctor is such a big deal. There is nothing beneath this sky that is happening without Father's knowledge. I don't know why people, this is the thing. You see, for us, we fear Father and we respect Father because we know psychologically, even if you haven't yet got a vision in this life. For me, I have. And let me tell you, the actual size of Father, it's like a building, a whole building, which think of a big, tall building that that's just his face. That's just his face. That's why they say in the Bible that when Father moves just an arm, when he begins to move his body, the mountains shake. It is such a massive energy. I'm telling you, I just saw the face, only the face. But it was as big as a building, only the face. And for me, when I saw him, he was in the form of a lion. That's why for me, when I'm giving all my thanks and my praise, I give it to the great lion, because that's the greatest, biggest, most single, amazing entity, image I've ever seen. Just the face alone. Meaning that if you could see the actual form, it would be something that you can't all see from the same direction. You'd have to move and go and see the back and move and see the front. Okay? So these people have amnesia as much as we do. As much as many of you don't remember making these contracts with them, they too don't remember making the contracts with you. But now the best part is we are in the season of awakening, so they are going to start to realize. Okay? So there are going to be changes. You're going to start seeing them doing certain things for you. They are going to start doing certain things for you. If you have ever read the book of Job, You know, when Job moved around his neighborhood after he had lost everything, people were heckling him and telling him, you know, Job, where your life has reached, you should just go and kill yourself, you know. Allow and kill yourself. Look at how far you have fallen. And the people who were telling him, many of them, he realized were people who he had helped start. Can you imagine you help someone start a business, you're the one who helped them, and then now they start telling you that the way you have fallen, just go and commit suicide. You understand? And that is the part that helped him. That's the part that he realized that, you know what, if I'm the one who helped all these people, and they have risen to this level, and now they're heckling me and telling me to go and kill myself, there must be a different design. I must hold on. That's part of the reason why Job never killed himself. This is part of the reason why you have never given up and committed suicide. It's because you even when you said that you don't remember the contract, but in your subconscious, yeah, you remember. So you look at them and say, but this character who I gave, what they have, now they want me to commit suicide. How? There must be a design to this. If I gave you and you have become great, how can you think that you're better than me when I'm the one who gave you? It is not possible. So they are going to snap out of it. They are going to awaken. This awakening is for all of us. It's not just for us. Even them, the fallen, they are going to awaken. They are going to start remembering how they were before you. They are going to start remembering who they were before you. They are going to remember the contract. They are going to remember how things changed after they started doing witchcraft on you. Their parents are going to remind them. Your parents are going to remind them that you no longer go when you were a kid, you were like this, like this. I took you to the witch doctor and they took from this your brother, they took from this your sister and they gave you. They are going to start remembering. Because it's time for us to come back into our own. Okay? Also, Father said, relax. Relax. Start remembering who you were when you were young. Please make a list. Make a list of the things you enjoyed doing when you were young. Because you see, they started taking from you when you were young. So there are many things that you never actually got to live to your fullness. Because they snatched it from you when you were still little. Try and remember the things that brought you joy. We are the Creator's children. So usually, we created things. Okay? There are people who created through writing. They liked to write with a beautiful handwriting. Those were usually like poets and lawmakers. You know, they would write laws. They would write how their communities would live. If I had a home, I would do this, then I would put the hospital here, then I would do this. Then you have these, most of you who were artists, you used to draw, you stopped. Okay? You have many who used to sing, you used to dance, you used to solve problems amongst your friends. You were the one who was always settling the disputes. You could listen to this one and listen to this one and decide which one is right, which one is wrong. On the playground, you had many things that you used to do when you were a kid. You see, the good thing about this life and the spirit of our Father is when you try, once you tell yourself that I really want to remember who I was, it will come back. You will just be there and it will come back. You will remember. But try and remember yourself when you were young. If you're lucky enough to have a family album and you have pictures of yourself when you were young with your friends, look at them. Birthdays, look at them. Those pictures will help you bring back certain memories of who you are when you were young. Okay? If you were an artist, I talked to somebody the other day, someone wrote and said they are 47 and they haven't drawn anything for 30 years. Can you imagine? But when they were young, they remember they used to draw a lot and they used to love it. And he said he used to draw horses, but he stopped, you know. So I know when you start drawing again, you're terrible. You're a terrible artist now. Why? Because all that was taken. So all this ugliness has been put in you. So when you start drawing those ugly forms, you're trying to draw, let me say a horse, for example, like that guy said, and the horse doesn't look like anything like a horse. That's because they have distorted you. So let the ugliness come out. Just do it more and more. Practice. If you used to sing as a kid, sing. Your voice will sound terrible, but sing. Sing while in the shower when it's just you. Sing, sing. If you can go away into nature somewhere and hide and sit and sing, sing. Okay? Yeah, if you used to draw, if you used to sing, sing. If you used to settle problems, look at a situation, ask yourself what you would do. Stop being absent. You see, we are very absent. We look at things these days and they don't concern us. You know, to be critical. Remember who you were when you were young. And if you're finding that it's hard, also look into your family. Most of what they are doing in terms of career relates to what you were when you were young. It will help you to remember. Okay? Remember who you were when you were young. When you go on trying to remember, Father will also remind you because He lives in you. Okay? So this was for you to know. Be ready. Be ready. And please do not try and be nice when they come back, behaving nice and trying to give you their money and trying to give you their things and trying to, hey, there's a home here, maybe you can go use it. You don't have to rent anymore because, your father decides, oh, no, there's a house here, but, you can use it. Don't behave as if you're overly grateful. It was already yours to begin with. You understand? Be the boss. You are the boss. So be the boss. Okay? Yeah. So expect that they are going to start remembering. So they are going to start treating you different. But don't overtake it that they have changed. It's because they are also going to awaken. Okay? So I wanted you to know that today. That was my message for today. And have a Lion Day. Bye-bye.